here, 3v3 faction war. This is Graesark Undercity and Orks versus Imperial Guard. First up for the Orks, we have Rostam 313 as a Warboss, a melee commander that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. This is the Death Skulls elite scheme, I think, recolored or something maybe. Alongside Freeman, Don Freeman even, is a Commando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins range combat with a twin link shooter. And rounding off this blue Orky team is Ximenz as a Mekboy, teleporting commander that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Pretty useful little orc. Red Imperial Guard team, we have Destructive Currents as a Lord Commissar, stronger offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with this fancy shield. Alongside two Inquisitors, first up is Slaaneshi Cacophony. We also have Morgan. These ladies are offensive commanders with some awesome control abilities. Begin in melee combat but can get ranged weapons, have a little bit of support too. She's getting stuck right into that Commando knob, almost taking him out. Sluggers are chasing her though, she needs to be very careful. Might go down on retreat. Sentinel does not have Stomp to help her out here, but those slugger guns that the sluggers carry, I believe, do 1 DPS, so they weren't going to take her out on retreat there as they chased her. There's that ground pound now. Going to stomp on these shooters. There we go. Got all but one model, I think. Well, that's a lot of Dakar. Might see looters from all the Orc players to help deal with these Sentinels. Or just an extra shooter boy squad, maybe. Especially at the top where Rostam won't have the help of another ally as much as they do down here with this big 2v2 fights going on. Some repairs. This is Morgan's Inquisitor already going for the Holy Brazier. Gives her a power melee weapon and the awesome Holy Pyre ability. She's going for this contested wreck point right now. Sentinel's getting stuck in there. And that's a Death Gun Mekboy. Do some nasty things to Sentinels that are too close to him. And suppress some guardsmen, of course. Teleports around, can teleport while he's still set up with that weapon. What's going on top? Rostam pushing through, but there's a multi-laser turret. Lord Commissar now going in alongside the Sentinel. Where's the Stomp? There's a Stomp. Only hit a single slugger. Nasty dodge there by Rostam. It does have a rather deceptively short range, that Stomp. I believe the range was lowered for elite. So people miss it quite often. If you try to dodge it, you usually can. Nicely pushed through here at the bottom by Morgan. There's that Holy Pyre. Might need to run away after it. She's going to back away into some guardsmen and a Sentinel going to get decapped too. Nicely done here. And Sluggers forced off by las gunfire. These guys caught in that Holy Pyre, doing damage over time and reducing the damage that they do. Here's Slaaneshi Cacophony. No war gear for this lady yet. Does start with a plasma pistol though. No heavy weapon squads. No. Double Catechins down here. One for each player. One for each Inquisitor. They were hanging out on the Death World. Requisitioned some Catechins for themselves. She's going to try and finish this cap down here. 389, 495. So then she gets away, I think. Yes. Nicely judged. And pushes through here. Aggressive start from the Imperial Guard players. They are doing really well early on. You'd expect Orcs to have the upper hand in most early engagements, except for maybe against Tyranids. 383, 495. 1-to-1 cap. And Rostam trying to get in and around Destructive Currents, who's set up nicely with this turret. He's going to completely take that turret out of this fight by getting around the firing arc. And we see the boss pole. That's what that buff effect is. 25% more hit points isn't bad. Suppression though coming into play from the heavy weapon squad. Warboss is in there, but what can he do? Gets stomped. Now he's stunned and knocked back. And it's messy. Difficult to approach that from that side, and it hasn't worked out for him here. Rostam does get down the turret though. Burner Sluggers did get rid of it. He could just replace it, of course, and here's some looters. He's still got that VP though. Also has this contested power and this natural wreck point. Where is it? Of Rostam is decapped. Meanwhile, middle, another multi-laser turret. Shotgun blast by the Catechins. Got some buffs, of course. now begin with their Demolition Man. 10-50 hit points isn't bad. Sluggers run away. Sentinel backs off. Here comes that Inquisitor though. That is Slaaneshi, I believe. Yep. What's Morgan up to? Coming towards the bottom. More guardsmen for Slaaneshi. Nobody's lost their Sentinel yet, and they're having massive impact on this game so far. Really helping the guard to push through. Get some Catechins in there for their damage as well. Could be nasty for the Orks. But we do have fully upgraded shooter boys here for Freeman. Lots and lots of Dakar. Freeman, of course, more known for his Imperial Guard play, but rocking some Orks right here. Here's Ximenz with the Mekboy pushing up, and Orks have a free path into the VP. There is Catechins and a Sentinel and a Inquisitor there though. 343, 495. What's going on top? Rostam pushes through. Yes, he does. Backing off his heavy weapon squad. I don't think it came into play in that engagement. Warboss turns around to cap these guys now, going for power, and they do have burners up. I think recognizing that destructive currents is coming back to defend that power. Does have the heavy weapon squad there, so should be okay, surely. Could have been kind of sneaky there with his sluggers, Rostam, and kept them coming down this ramp, so the heavy weapon squad wouldn't have been able to cover both sides. But as it stands, it's just going to back off that power, not worth trying to go in there. Infiltrated sluggers. That was from Freeman's Kommando trying to help out there. Ended up being a wasted global because he didn't attack. 331, 495. Shooting down the Mekboy and finishing him off with Hammer of the Witches. Does Morgan. Nicely done. Don't think she needed to retreat there either. Catechins getting into melee with shooters. That's bad for the Orks. And finishes them off. Not sure what was going on there. I think he thought he retreated them, but he did not. That's all I could think of for that. And now they can push through, come up to this power and get a full bash, I think. Meanwhile, these guys still defending their own power. Here comes some sluggers. Using their burners against the Sentinel. Not smart usage of their weapons, and they are forced to retreat. Looter's in a strange position. What are you defending, fellas? This ramp? Is this your ramp? Turn around and shoot these guys. Uh-oh. They were too close. They did not retreat, I think. I just saw Ximenz say. Constant complaint in Dawn of War 2. They did not retreat. Sometimes things just refuse to. 331 to 490. 2-1 cap for the Orks. But they have some VPs to make up, that's for sure. 150 or so. There's that awesome Basilisk Flare called in by the Lord Commissar. Now he can approach that looter squad very easily and gets into melee combat. Level 2 Commissar. And gets the VP back, I think. Still some Orks to deal with, though. Warboss is off the field, right? Yeah, he is, so he should be okay, I think. Where's his heavy weapon squad? He needs to get that thing up a little bit more, I believe. Oh, look at that. Fully buffed up sluggers with use your choppers and Ard boys. But they run into suppression. And if they aren't careful, they're going to go down here. They do get away. Ard boys saved them. Without it, they would have gone down. Down to a single model there. Tier 2 for everyone. We have some stick bombers on the way for Ximenz. Already has a Death Dread on the field. Getting it burners and bits immediately. Gives it 300 more hit points. Used to give it 400 more. But that was deemed just a little bit too walky. There we go. Now he's got some burners. Is he going to go for the generators? There's a very long walk for it. Might see double Bane Wolves from the Inquisitor players. Or one each, I should say. Morgan with Interrogator's armor. So she can stealth some stuff. Most likely Catechins to get into a position to do something nasty. We have some Stormtroopers too. Assault kit is up. And some more called in by Slaaneshi here. Seem to be in sync with their builds. But here's a Death Dread. What are you going to do about that? These guys could get their anti-armor kit, but they are getting their assault kit. The Inquisitor can get her Inferno Pistol, and she does have an Inferno Pistol, and Judgment is down on these guys, and that was a very nasty Catechins grenade launcher. Oh, down goes the Mekboy too. And a grenade on retreat. Beautifully done by the Imperial Guard players. Taking down those shooter boys. Orks in trouble here. But they still have a death dread. Boom. Holy crap. Hit them from there with that special attack. Does that special attack track? It might do. Crunch. That is such an awesome sound effect. How do you survive that sound effect? Smack. Everything runs away from the death dread. Another multi-laser turret is up. Gonna get shot down, but it does a decent amount of DPS, as you can see here. Shooter boys are just taking it. Stick bombers will try and cap. That knob leader down to 6 hit points survives. That is a Manticore strike on the stick bombers. And they run the hell away. Didn't get a decap either. The Warboss will get a decap. This is the Manticore of Destructive Currents. Does not have the Storm Eagle upgrade. So it's just shooting regular rockets. Not quite as much damage, but a slightly shorter cooldown between firing. That's cannon up for Morgan to combat that Death Dread. Judgment on it also, so he's backing hell off. After 20 seconds, I think it is, you can unleash the Judgment on the unit and it will take tons of damage, but you need to be around to do it. Very rarely actually see it go off. It's used, or ends up being used, as a rather frightening deterrent for something to get the hell out of the fight. Shotgun blast from the special shooter of the Commando. One of the most satisfying abilities in the game. Awesome sound design, and everything just goes flying and turns into bits. Much like that shooter knob almost did. Sluggers here. They were infiltrated by Hide the Boys, I think, going to a good position, but run into Assault Squad, who had their grenades ready to throw, I think. Tier 3 for Rostam, Freeman, and Slaaneshi. Looks like Rostam is going to get there first. He's got a decent amount of resources too. Chimera on the field for Destructive Currents. No Bane Wolves, it looks like. At least not right now. Nice stick bomber usage. Making these guys retreat, in fact. I thought they were going to stay and play there. Just reinforce off the medical bunker. But I guess not. Couldn't quite be sure what he was going to lose. Beamy looters. Need to move up a little bit here. There's some nice heavy cover that can't be crushed. I think in very rare circumstances it can be destroyed by some madness going on. But you can't drive over it or break it by movement. Tier 3 now for Morgan. It's just Destructive Currents in Tier 2, which kind of makes sense because he spent a lot on the Manticore and the Chimera together. 260, 446. A lot of VPs to make up for the Orc team. Almost 200. Done well at the top has Destructive Currents. But here is a very sneaky Commando knob with Kaboom, Mega Boom Kit, and Special Shooter. This is going to be nasty, I think. Boom! And throws in his stun bomb also. He's not going to be able to stand against that, I don't think. Lord Commissar gets the cap though. Very brave Lord Commissar. This guy has an autocannon. Finishes the cap, now turns around to smack up some shooter boys. And gets rid of them too. Warboss staying in the fight. Not sure what these stick bombers are up to. Getting too close here. 250, 446. That guy sent flying by Kaboom. Did it actually kill anything though? No. Look at this. Sluggers back, burning down generators. Nicely done there. Whose sluggers are those? Are they Freeman's? They are. Manticore strike on them. Has he realised? Ouch. He has realised. And the knob leader alone gets away. Imperial Guard pushing through the bottom. There's a Bane Wolf called in by Morgan. Was expecting that a little bit sooner, but he got into Tier 3 first. Some rear armor hits though from the Death Dread. That was pretty dangerous. Inferno Pistol almost shoots down that Mekboy, who does get away. Now she's going after the Death Dread. Might get suppressed by the looters, but not in time. Saved the Death Dread there. I think she could have maybe got one more shot. It might not have been enough though. Here's the looted tank as well. Nothing really to threaten it. Oh, there's a last cannon to threaten it. There we go. They are parking themselves on the VP. And Imperial Guard can park themselves pretty good. Oh, rocket launcher. Commando knob. That means we're not going to see any more super fun shotgun blast. That was very orky. Commando knob Commando squad knob going flying. He's alright. Whose commandos are those? Oh, those are Rostam's. Some late game sluggers for Ximenz since he lost his and wants to repair his looted tank a bit more efficiently. Because he's got a Death Dread to repair as well, and Mekboy can't repair them both. Are we going to see that beacon thing? Oh, this is a Bane Wolf, not a Chimera, you idiot. Destructive Currents has lost his Chimera too. Getting his power back up and running. Need power for vehicles. Beamy looters. Nothing really for them to shoot at now. Might see them come sneak around and shoot some generators. Can the Orks get... Oh, something just died. Was that the last cannon? I think it was. Can they get their VP back? Looks like they will, but here comes some Catachans to be annoying and disrupt things. There we go. Big boom shot. Oh, hits terrain. 213 to 446. Leman Russ number 1 on the way for Morgan. I assume we're going to see many more of those things. I need some late game Catachans from Destructive Currents. I guess it is. Help him control that Warboss, I guess, who has a power claw now. Lord Commissar going to town on his stick bombers. He's got his stubbornness, he's got his flat jacket. They did stun all these guys though. Warboss dealt with. And now he can retake the top here. Destructive Currents. 210, 439, big VP gap. But Orks are hanging in. All tier 3. And Freeman has a lot of resources. What is he waiting for? I guess he wants a battle wagon. There we go. Big shooty cart. A bigger shooty cart even. Ouch. Catachan's getting over a single model. The vehicle's now all repaired up, but here's a Leman Russ to deal with that. Don't think it's got an upgraded gun yet. That's not a Vanquisher. It's not an Executioner either. Oh. Sink kill on the Inquisitor, just tossed aside. Some fighting in the centre now. Looks like they're both going to gear up for a big push once they get back out onto the field. So who can get back out onto the field the quickest? Here's a Bane Wolf to be really annoying and completely wipe this power out. Nothing really to stop it here. Looted tank is all the way over here. Las guns firing at the Death Dread in vain. Nice big boom shot, big damage. These guys don't have their sergeant, so they don't have a melter gun, the Catachans. Look at that Death Dread going to town. Level 2, almost level 3. Done really well. 181, 433 though. Destructive Currents down to just 3 models. He does go tier 3 eventually. There's a kaboom. Bang. Big damage. That is crazy knockback. That's insane. I think you can knock back Dreadnoughts with that thing. Unless they fixed that. Maybe they fixed it. They shouldn't have fixed it. Here's a Baneblade from Slaaneshi. Where's he going to take it though? Going down this central road so far. Guess he's just going to go park it on this VP. Bane Wolf is going to go down, but completely took out all of those generators. I think it did well for how long it was on the field. Heavy weapons got on the way for Morgan. What we got in terms of war gear here? Purgatus is up, as is the Mandate. She's got some really high-end gear, this Inquisitor of Slaaneshi. Morgan's is down, still has that Holy Brazier, as you can see in her hand there. But look at this, Rostam bashing some power of his own. And he's gonna get it down in completely, he does. Commando Knob helping out with his rocket launcher of the Commando squad. But here's an assist from Slaaneshi. With a Baneblade of all things. Can he get through this gap? I don't think it can. Oh, maybe it can. 147 to 430. Demolisher cannon, boom. Yep, he can certainly get through it. Leveling up the Lord Commissar there. Gets into the bunker to retake it, I guess, or something. Yeah. What level are you? Level 5. Doesn't have a weapon yet. 2-to-1 cap now for the Orks. Knob squad on the way for Freeman. Double commandos for Rostam. Don't see that very often. Orks pushing through with battle wagon and rear armor hits on the Leman Russ are going to take it down. There it goes. Nicely done. That thing had a Vanquish cannon too, as you can see. Baneblade trying to kind of stay mobile here. and help where it can. Got to decap those shooter boys. This is poised for a very back and forth tier 3. Nobody's severely depleted except maybe Destructive Currents. He has a lot of resources though. What is he doing? I guess he wants a Baneblade. You got to save up for that though, fella. Might have been worth it to just get some Kasrkin up because double commandos might be able to take out a Leman Russ. 147386. Haven't seen any improvised explosives go down. Oh, use your choppers on the stick bombers. That's dangerous. Oh, and there's that special shooter back in his hands. Trying to finish off the Catachans. Couldn't quite get the throw right. Not known for their aim, Orks. That Inquisitor's still down. Doesn't want to repurchase quite yet. Has 2 heavy weapon squads. 2 las cannons. Defending the power here. Getting shots on the battle wagon. And trying to slow it down with some mines dropped their Destructive Currents. But didn't work out for him. Baneblade now going after the VP. But it's alone, I think. Yes, it is alone. Well, the Inquisitor's here, hanging out. Level 7. Done a lot of killing. 147 to 354, double cap here. Slaaneshi realises that he's alone and backs off. Rostam doing a hell of a lot at the top. Destructive Currents need some help, I think. They might just stay bottom and go very hard against that VP. Just try and get both the naturals. Leave Destructive Currents to his own devices, and he's getting a Baneblade of his own. That might not be a great idea. We do have a Power Claw Warboss and double commandos, and these guys with their stun bombs can stun the Baneblade. Plus Freeman lurking around with his Commando, of course. Oh, they dealt with this Baneblade. Nob Squad was there, Rocket Launcher Commando, and a Rocks to finish it off, not to mention the Looter Tank, double Nob Squad in fact. That's a level 3 Looter Tank. Orks all of a sudden looking pretty damn strong. Baneblade is replaced by Slaaneshi. Why would you get it again with what you've got against you? Rocket Launcher, level 9 Commando Rocket Launcher and double Nob Squad. Bad news for a Baneblade usually. And they have las cannons all the way, so no suppression to help against a Nob Squad. They do have Plasma Gun Guardsmen though, so there's a lot of damage going in on them, but there's the Frenzy to soak it all up. 147, 299 are Rocks. Not sure whose that is, but I'm guessing it was Ximenz, and the first one was Freeman's. Purgatus going off, but this becomes another Nob Squad to deal with. They don't have a huge amount in the way of knockback. Just a shotgun blast, I think. Might want to get Excruciators up, one of you guys, to help against those knobs. We have no VPs, says Slaaneshi. Look at the map now, very, very blue. Stick bombs going in. Here comes another Baneblade. This is Destructive Currents, and Slaaneshi's second Baneblade is hitting the field right now. If they got them both together, went top, I don't think Rostam can deal with that by himself. He's got a Beamy, he's got a Power Claw, but where is Commandos? Oh, they're going bottom. Looted Tank with Judgment on it. Here you see the Inquisitor trying to chase it down. I guess she needs to be in weapon range to use it, I would assume. I'm not actually sure, which is not going to get there, I don't think. Here's a battle wagon with 3 units inside it. Are you going to get out? Oh, look at that special knockback from the shotgun. 147 to 220. Double cap for the blue Orks. And a Nob Squad from each Ork player now. Here is Rostam's, and it's going after the Baneblade, buffed up by the Warboss with user choppers, not to mention the boss pole buff that was going on there, and they might be able to just chase down this Baneblade with those heavy melee headbutts. Don't have their hammers yet. I'm not sure why they don't. They don't have their Nob Leader either. Nob Squads were toned down in 2.6.1. They no longer get quite as much hit points as they level up. But still absolutely mental, of course. Here's a Lord Commissar with Fist of Brockus. Level 6. I think this no longer affects your allies, only your units. I believe that's right. What are you doing, Commissar? Hit him. There we go. Smack. That is a very strange way to do a special attack with a fist. It's just his sword attack animation, I think. It's like a two-handed knuckle crusher. And stick bombers don't care about your power fist. They're going to kill some catechins. There we go. Just trying to finish him off, but it didn't actually need to throw the stick bombs there. What's going on bottom? Purgatus is going on. Nob Squad stunned and then thrown aside by the Demolisher Cannon. But look, barely dents their hit points. Over 4,000 hit points at level 1 when they have their Nob Leader. 147, 158 is so close on VPs now. Orks have the upper hand, but we do have 2 Baneblades on the field here. And lots of red for Slaaneshi. That nuke could be vital to maybe protect his Baneblade if nothing else. Guardsman pouring in some plasma gunfire. Ready to repair as well, I guess. Needs to keep that Baneblade moving, I think. Battle Wagon is so quick on the scene. Got a Nob Squad just called for it there. These guys are going to decap that VP as well. Oh. Oh, it was a Hell Fury. Global ability of the Inquisitor. I thought that was a nuke coming in. Ogren's on the way for Destructive Currents. That's awesome. Not sure what they expect to achieve against a Nob Squad, but maybe he wants to send them after the Commandos. Orcs looking very strong though. Destructive Currents has been locked out of the top of the map for a while, and Slaaneshi unable to really go and help him because there's so much pressure at the bottom. The Demolisher Cannon misses or something. That was weird. Oh, there we go. Guess I didn't see a Demolisher the first time. These Stormtroopers need to come out of stealth and start shooting. Absolute mayhem here. Battle Wagon just did his big zap gun thing. And there's a rocket run. Nicely hit. Don't think he actually killed any of those commandos. There's some tough commandos. Uh-oh. Rear armor hits now. User choppers on the Nob Squad. There's Purgatus to try and save this Baneblade. But can anything stop this Nob Squad here? Rear armor hits are so painful for the Baneblade. Rocket launcher commandos as well is going to go down. Down it goes. That could be the nail in the coffin. Because the Orcs are going to get a decap, maybe even a cap on his VP. Look at this though. He got the cap up here because 3 players were bottom, I think. Yeah, Rostam only has a Nob Squad up here. Oh, this is not even Rostam's. What is this? Stormtroopers coming in from Destructive Currents and not capping. Fellas, there are no Orkses here. Oh look, there are Orkses. Is that why? Hell Fury, is this going to kill these guys if they don't move? Let's see. Surely it will. For 100 odd red or whatever it is. Yeah, I think it would have, definitely, if they didn't retreat. Leaving Ross on the way from Morgan. To steal. Struggling to deal with this Nob Squads. They haven't got any heavy bolters up, I don't think, since they've seen them. Oh, Destructive Currents has one. No Excruciators either. No, they've both gone for Purgatus, which I guess stuns them, but I think the Excruciators assail would lock them down for a bit longer. Could get both, of course, and switch between them. That might be worth it. They're worth the cost. Purgatus goes off. Nob Squad run away. They had full hit points. I guess there's just too much stuff here, even for them. And they were on the enemy VP. 130 to 84. 2-to-1 cap for the blue Orc team, holding on to that 2-to-1. Constant pressure on his VP now. Destructive Currents is not even capping his natural wreck point and this power and this wreck point. He's just sitting here. That's not very smart. There's Love the Daka from the Commandos. Level 3, they've done really well. Very shrewd purchase, getting double Commandos up here. Oh, they threw their burner bomb and then ran into it. That wasn't too smart. Ogren's getting absolutely decimated by the Knobs and the Warboss as expected. Not sure why they were purchased really. Maybe for their disruption of User Ed. 2-1 cap now for the Imperial Guard. Knob squad. Oh, I was going to say they haven't been forced off yet, but there we go. Got to cap this stuff though, Mr. Destructive Currents. Lehman Russ with Vanquisher for Morgan. Another Baneblade for Slaaneshi. I believe that's his third on the way. Don't think it's going to work out too great for him. Level 10 Commando Knob. Level 5 Warboss now has the spiky armor. Even more bad news for those Ogrins. Did they live? They did live. Here they are. Is this the same looted tank? I think it is. Wow, level 4 looted tank. Over 1,000 hit points on this guy. Need some repairs. There we go. Uh-oh, rocket launcher's getting shots in now. Wow. Holy crap, that was a massive boom shot. Does the boom shot get more impressive as it levels up? That seems to be way bigger than usual. Battle Wagon, where is you? You're going down, I think. Yes, you are. Inferno pistol getting a last shot there. Level 8 Inquisitor for Slaaneshi. She's done really well. Baneblade under pressure. Rear armor hits from the Knobs. Not going to live. There's Frenzy. Definitely not going to live. Down it goes. Another Purgatus. 68 to 80. The VPs are so close. And there's a really good rocket run. Really good rocket run. How did those Commandos live? That's insane. Level 3 with Odd Boys on them. Not sure whose rocket run that was, but it was a very good one. But Orks are taking the top. And that's the important part. Now they have the 2-1. So close on VPs. Orks have had the upper hand for a while, but the Imperial Guard are not giving in here. There are those Ogrins. Have you leveled up yet, fellas? No. Weird boy for Rostam. Gonna help top, especially control that Lord Commissar. Here are rocks. There it is. Another battle wagon on the way for Freeman. Just replaced the one he lost immediately. Shotgun up for the Commando so far. Are we gonna see? Oh, he wants to get a kaboom. I want to see the explosive shells. I guess not. He might die on retreat here to range fire. Maybe? Do you guys have enough firepower between you? Not quite. There's a lot of Daka though. Awesome disruption. I love the Daka. Kind of one of those underutilized squads, Commandos, in 3v3s. Just so tempting to just go for Knob squads and when it's hit tier 3. Yet again, a Baneblade is under pressure from a Knob squad. Time and time again, and they kept buying them. GG, says Rostam. There's the double cap, and the Orks are going to take this hit after a strong start from the Imperial Guard. Orks powering through with a pretty mental tier 3. The Knobs were all crazy. These guys only level 2, and yeah, they didn't really deal with the Knobs very well. Double Inquisitors. I guess not even these ladies can do it. Oh look, we saw the crossbow bolt pistol at the end from Morgan to try and help against those Knobs. But they needed some more layered suppression, I think. Maybe some Cacophony with the grenade launchers. I'm not sure if you can actually reliably hit moving Knobs with those grenade launchers, but maybe if you attack ground you can. It's a pretty cool game. It was very close on VPs. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.